Cup Crewe Alexandra vs Bristol Rovers. Prediction, team news, lineups preview. In form League 2 side Crewe Alexandra host Bristol Rovers of League 1 in the FA Cup second round on Saturday. The hosts are well in the mix for automatic promotion, while Rovers remain without a permanent manager following the sacking of Joey Barton over a month ago. Match preview. As all of League 2 takes the weekend off for the FA Cup, Crewe will be very happy with their current position as one of the 5 teams separated by just 1 point, between 2nd and 6th. Only runaway leaders Stockport County have beaten Lee Bell's side across their last 10 games, as that run has yielded 7 wins. Averaging more than 2 goals per game in the league, Crewe also flexed their attacking muscles in the previous round against Derby County, almost causing a huge shock here, before eventually doing so in a replay. Crewe were 2-0 up heading into the final minute of the 90 in the original tie, but 2 late Derby goals forced a replay, where Bell's side were very impressive, winning 3-1 at Pride Park. The second round is as far as Crewe have managed in recent years though, and they failed to get past this stage last season, losing to Barnsley, as they have reached the third round just once since 2009. Opponents Bristol Rovers have been slightly more successful in that regard, reaching round 3 in 3 consecutive seasons between 2019 and 2022. But they went out to non-league Boreham Wood at this stage last season. After making it to the quarter-finals in 2007 to 2008, Rovers have been nowhere near that since, but if caretaker manager Andy Mangan can lead them to the third round here, that may do his chances of taking the job full-time the world of good. Mangan has been standing in since Barton was sacked and has been under consideration after showing some promising signs in the hot seat, but it appears most likely that the club may opt for another candidate. In his 7 games in charge, Mangan has won 4 and drawn twice, but Gary Monk and Matt Taylor are now the frontrunners to take charge, with Nathan Jones also being mentioned. That run of form has moved Rovers 8 points clear of the drop, but they are 9 points adrift of the playoffs, currently marooned in mid-table. Nothing has been announced yet by the club despite the caretaker sounding rather reserved in his post-match interview after drawing with Leyton Orient on Tuesday, so it appears likely Mangan will be in charge again. Team news. Crewe's top scorer Christopher Long remains doubtful with the injury he picked up against Harrogate Town in October, which has kept him out of the last 6 games, with Long potentially missing out again. Joel Taberner remains on the treatment table too, after picking up an issue in the same game at the Envirovent Stadium just over a month ago. Zach Williams and Jack Powell are both set to miss out in defense, with Slovakian under-19 midfielder Mattis Holasek also sidelined. Bristol Rovers are likely to be without Welsh youngster Luca Houle, who has suffered with intermittent injuries for much of the season. Luke McCormick may return soon after almost 2 months out, but this may come too soon for him, while Jordan Rossiter remains a long-term absentee in midfield for the visitors. Crewe Alexandra possible starting lineup: Davies, Offord, O'Riordan, Demetriou, Cooney, Thomas, White, Edebisi, Tracy, Baker Richardson, Nevitt. Bristol Rovers possible starting lineup: Cox, Hunt, Taylor, Wilson, Gordon, Brown, Evans, Ward, Thomas, Vale, Martin. We say, Crewe Alexandra 1-1 Bristol Rovers. Crewe are in excellent form and have proven difficult to beat over the past 2 months, even against sides in the division above. With Mangan potentially coming to the end of his spell in caretaker charge of Bristol Rovers, seeing them into the third round would be a huge achievement after a more than respectable set of results in charge. But this looks like it could go to a replay. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.